Hey everybody, Tell Folks here. I'm on my VIP Zero account. I know a lot of people have wanted to continue watching this, and I'm continuing to do it every day. I just don't record it as much because it is not. It's a lot of grinding. I'm just gonna say that. On my VIP 15 account that I play on Sue, when I was leveling every day, sometimes multiple times a day, really until I hit about that level 70 something. On this account, I'm not burning through a level every day. I'm limited in the ability to spend stamina, which comes out to be one time there, as well as when I'm here in my alliance, and I spend my one time on the construction. So outside of that and getting lucky, maybe somebody buys a alliance gift and I win some stamina items there, I'm just very limited in my ability. So a few things to look at. Obviously, every day try to maximize my to-do list. I'm usually hitting about the 180. That's just about as far as I'm going to get, and there's not much I can do about it. That's part of the game for the lower guys. I'm making sure that I'm focusing on my request here for the heroes that I'm going to use. I don't chase after everybody. I'm really just trying to flesh out the individuals that are on my team. Some of these guys would be great, but I'm not going to build them right now. I'm focused on basically 7 guys, or 7 guys and girls. So when I look at my heroes, and we'll get to them right now, Zoe is still one of my mains, going to be one of my mains. Blaine is one of my mains. Alma, Grunk. Uther is slowly being phased out. I kind of regret putting him at +1, but at the same time, I didn't have Jacob yet, so that's where he's at. And then obviously Gorgana for Crystal Dungeon stuff, and Arya because you need a healer. I don't have any other healers. I'm kind of hosed on that end. Lufia sitting where she got left. Seely's where he got left. Krabby's where he got left. Diocan, I'd like to get up there, but I only got so much resources. Jolie, I'm slowly working on, mainly just for the War Guardian. I need her for War Guardian. Outside of that, I'm not going to. Slash, I'm actually going to raise up. I'm sitting on a Yuan that I got out of the wishing well one time, and it's like, he's great, but he came way too late. So I only leveled him for the experience bonus of the to-do list. But I am working on Slash. I did a video on that. He will become probably my second tank. May do an off-tank thing, kind of see how he works with that. Everybody else is just kind of sitting here. Candy, she'll get raised a little bit, mainly for Subterra, because she does a great job there. Solomon at some point is going to go up. I'd love to say Merlin, but again, it is very difficult to manage this many people when you're a VIP 0. So I have my 7 people that I'm really focused on. It's going to end up probably being 8 with Slash, and that's it. It helps me minimize my gold output because I'm not trying to level up skills on 50 people, and that's one thing. I'm not wasting all my runes on people because I just can't. And so that kind of leaves me in a few different positions. I've done the campaigns to the point of where I can beat them. Obviously I need to hit level 59 for the next one. I can't beat the last guy on the elite yet. Still going to require a few more levels. My legends, I hit those zones where I just don't have enough power and I just get massacred. Nothing I can do about it. Abyss treasures, I do this as often as I can. I hit as much as I can. I go where I can. I chase down chests. It's not my typical little pattern that I would do, but I also don't have the staying power to fight all these guys. So, here I'm working on Gerber. Somebody says why. It's more of a Crystal Dungeon thing. I'm going to run into those stages where I'm going to want him to steal the shield of the shield unit and help me pass stages. So that's kind of why I'm picking on him. I don't have any other tanks, so I'm kind of limited. Hero Brawl, I'm sitting where I need to sit. I had a lot of people ask me questions on this. I can adjust this real quick. I don't have an opening yet. A few more levels I'll get it. What can I do here? We'll swap him in there. Confirm. Yay! And that would put... nobody else really matters. Let's do that. There we go. Sink it. I'm basically just here to get free gems and occasionally get points that I can turn to here, which goes into candy. I wanted to think about running a Pandarus this time, but since I'm mainly magic based, I said I'm just going to go candy. And I've got to make choices. I'm not going to build 3 teams for here because I can't afford it. You know, I know people that have spent a ton of resources early on trying to build 3 teams, and it hurts them. You just can't do that. Crystal Dungeon, I managed to pass level 50, woo, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it really is for someone of my level. I can't even do a secondary sweep, so I live for the days of Saturday when it's double, sweeps, or when the Demon King event comes and it's a double sweep. That's what I live for. Crusades, I can sometimes get 10 of 10. It just takes a lot of skills, and I've got a lot of skills. It just takes a lot of skills. I usually borrow a tank. I usually borrow a Chavez. That's kind of my main request every day is, hey, who has a Chavez that I can borrow? Going that route. War Guardian, I really get stuck here. You look at these things and you think, oh, it's not so bad, but the truth is, it is. I just don't have the DPS. I don't have the heroes that slow. I don't have a lot of things, and so I squeak at a few points, but I haven't cleared a stage yet. And that again comes from having weak heroes, even borrowing some. That's really where I get dependent. I need like a Pearl I borrow, or a good Jolie, which is why I'm working on mine. Because you need one or the other to really start passing. I don't have a West. I mean, there's a lot of things I'm missing, but it's not bad. I manage my resources about as well as I can. Sorry for the cough. Boom, boom. I don't do my secondary cooldown, not because I could, but because I'm saving all of my gems as much as I can. And on my resources, I really do the best that I can to maximize not carrying a ton. By not carrying a ton of resources, it really prevents somebody from looking at me and saying, hey, that guy's a target. I'm currently protecting, let's say, about 9,000. So if you attack me, you're getting nothing. So I really manage that to a pretty good degree to make it very worthless to attack me. If you want to hit me, great. Let's go look at my wall. In fact, I'm going to do this right now. I forgot I had that there for a reason. I don't even run a team in my wall because I don't want to waste the resources to get hit. I try to make sure I'm getting my 2 rallies in. Constructions, I'll do this in a little bit. I don't go full bar down here because I don't have the resources to do that. It's one of those things where I have to be very picky on how I spend it, but I do it. I do it. That was good English, I guess. Research. I always make sure I'm researching. You'll notice I've already done mine for the day. Always being a part of the alliance. I'm always looking here at the exchange stuff. I'm really trying to make sure I'm maximizing those. And then, in the alliance shop, always make sure you're using your alliance shop. Boop. And these things here, I buy those. I buy the essence. I don't buy the potion. And so I'll buy those every day usually. I buy the building cards. I've got 6. I send my guys overnight. I buy the crystal because I want the gold. It all adds up in time. And then I make sure I'm buying my turf teleports, and when these open up, I'll buy that. So I try to be very careful with how I spend even those. Team raids. I'm not the top guy. I'm never going to be the top guy. I'm 31. Everybody goes for the big stuff. You only get 1 roll, and I roll it, and I'm not getting it. So I'm number 1 on some, and I get 4 rolls, and I don't get it. So I don't even worry about it. But I make sure I do it every day. I do whichever one I can. One of the things I like to do, if a guy's low, I'll split it. I'll do 1 on him, and then wait till the next guy and 1 on the other. So I do 1 here and I do 1 here. It gives me 1 chance on each to get a rune. Great. I know I'm not going to win, but I have a better chance between those 2 guys because we usually blow through 1 or 2 a day. Outside of all of that, that's kind of about basically where we're at. I take part in the Alliance War. I constantly am looking for. I wanted to exit. I'm constantly wanting to look for different types of resources that are going to help me. Obviously here had to zoom out. Obviously here that's going to be something that's under level 5 really. I don't have a power still to take a level 6 with any real consistency. It just kind of depends on the battle sometimes. You know, and so I skip all those. Obviously it's just searching. I don't have the little bubble. I'm so used to the little bubble. It makes me sad. So 24 power. Boom, boom. This is my team, 37. We send it off and away it goes. I actually send a healer. Just because it seems to work better. Versus all damage. So, and that's about it. I leave that. It's going well. It's not an easy thing, especially when you play the other. But again, you know, it's like I told somebody, I found this to be a great test of all the knowledge I try to share. I'm really honed in on what I want. I'm really honed in on my heroes. You know, there are a few that I would like to add down the road later. We'll go to mages here. I would love to add Emily in later, but I'm 10 tokens out. I'm not gonna waste my request, you know, for stuff that's down here. Eventually I would love to use her for the whole Crystal Dungeon side, as well as some good arena stuff, partnering her with an Alma, but I know what works, and so that's what I'm gonna do. Let me know your thoughts. That's level 56 here, freebie account. We compare it to the Alliance. You know, we've got 65. If we go to the arena, hey, I'm surprised I'm still here. I'm usually in the 4s. Ranking, you know, 67's about your best right now. So I mean, I'm a good, you know, 10 levels behind, but I don't have a problem with that. I contribute what I can when I can. When wars come, I'm very selective in when and how I attack. I don't just, you know, I make sure I try to do a rally, or I follow up behind a big hitter, stuff like that. So let me know your thoughts. Hope you all are enjoying this, and I will talk to you all later.